That was an intense eye closing. She smiled, or so I thought, and then all of a sudden, she started to cry. Hate when that happens. I didn't have any better ideas, so I grabbed my handkerchief. She didn't seem to know why she was crying herself. And neither did I. Had I said something during the conversation that set her off? She didn't take my handkerchief. Instead, she took a tissue out of her pocket and wiped her eyes. Always a good idea to keep tissues on you, just in case. Hello, I like to keep my hand right on my chest. I turned around and saw Dr. Leskinen smiling and quickly striding towards me. Ah! He grabbed my hand as he got closer. The handshake was incredibly forceful, and his hands were as big as a bear's paws. No, not just his hands. Standing in front of me, he looked even bigger than he had during the lecture. I'm pretty tall, but he was at least a head taller than me. That's like, what, a good 4 to 6 inches, depending on how big your head is? Uh-oh. It was all so sudden that I couldn't even think of an introduction. And wait, did he just speak in Japanese? Maho and I both denied it as much as we could. But I didn't know why Maho was crying, so I couldn't come up with any excuses. I just started to panic even more.
Chris? 君はクリスの友人?
それははい。
岡部倫太郎さん、学生だそうです。
Maho introduced me. Dr. Liskin had a gentle expression on his face as he gave me a slow hug. I felt like I was going to suffocate in his massive arms. Somehow, I could tell that it was his way of remembering Kirisu.
そうですか。そういうことなら、マホ。
はい。
ミスター・オカーベに合わせてあげたらどうかな、彼女を。
まさか、アマデウス。
ここで彼に出会った偶然、その幸運を大切にしたいじゃないか。
This is gonna end bad, isn't it?
日本にいる間、彼にテスターになってもらってもいいよ。
本気ですか？部外者なのにそんないきなり。
クリスの友人ならば部外者ではない。そうだろう？
ですが。
What were they talking about? I had no idea, but this was my chance to build a relationship with Dr. Leskinen. I didn't want to blow it.
俺ぜひお手伝いしたいです。
Nice!
Nice! He patted me on the shoulders and smiled. It was an innocent smile, like a child's.
じゃあ、詳細は魔法に聞いて。よろしく。
Another scientist was calling him, so he wandered away. Maho was shaking her head in disbelief.
アマデウスに合わせるとか、テスターとか、一体何の話なんだ？
コンベンションでやったデモンストレーション。アマデウスは私の記憶を使っていたんだけれど、アマデウスのデータとしてもう一人分研究者の記憶が保存してあるのよ。
Another researcher's memories? What did that mean? Gee, I wonder. When I finally figured it out from Dr. Leskinen and Maho's conversation, my heart started pounding.
まさかあいつなのか？
そう。アマデウスの中にはマキセ・クリスの記憶が保存されているわ。8ヶ月前のクリスだけれどね。
Anyways, we just had a little time jump. Several days passed after the ATF party. 10 minutes from Ikebukuro via the express train. And then 10 minutes by bus from a station called Wako City in Saitama. The office I was looking for was on the second floor of a building next to Reiken. Global Brain Science Comprehensive Research Organization Japanese Office Prep Room. Put that on the outside of your door. That's just gonna be a huge fucking panel for your name. That was what the plate on the door said. Well, they already way ahead of me on that one. To get in, you needed 3 types of special keys, plus a security card. It's like Metal Gear Solid, where you have to have the one key at normal temperature, and then you have to freeze it so it's cold, then it becomes a different key, and then you heat it up and it becomes another key. Absolutely what it is.
各国の脳科学研究者が連携をして新しい機構を作る予定なの。私たちの研究所が主導してね。
She led me inside. The office must have been newly rented. Most of the desks were still empty, showing no signs of ever having been used. We got a line message. That's Ferris. If you remember, she was the weird card-playing cat maid that we befriended. The mysterious Tsukotos have at least appeared in Akihabara. Cat noise. And now we have a choice of good stickers to use. Let's use this one. You haven't heard of the ancient urban legends of Akihabara? I know about a few of them, but the Tsukotos are new to me. It's a group of 3 people. If a group of 3 people sits in the backseat of a certain maid cafe, they appear. Or so they say. That cat emoji is really off, actually. I don't know if that's just happened in the localization or what, but it's kind of off. And then we get a sticker. And we get another sticker. And another sticker. No one ever knew which maid cafe it was. Until now. It's Maid Queen. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. They just join your game in the middle of a raid and kill steal all the mobs. Hang on a second. That was a conversation. All right. I'm just gonna leave that be. Put the phone away. There wasn't even a whiteboard, which made the room look even more empty. There wasn't a lot of natural light, except for those 4 windows in the back. Maybe the windows were on the north side. The only illumination was from the overhead fluorescent lights. The room felt very cold, probably from that giant air conditioner right there. Actually, there's like 3 of them. 3 or 4.
ここはあくまでも準備室だから。
No one was sitting at any of the desks, but 2 of them had stuff on them. One of them was a mess, filled with notes, calculators, coffee cups, and supplement bottles. That was the one Maho sat down at. Which meant the one that was neatly organized must belong to Dr. Leskinen, right?
教授は
今日はオフ。
Well, it was Sunday.
君も
It's true.
ええ。そうじゃなかったら昼過ぎまで寝ていられるわけないでしょ。
That's true. When I'd gone to pick her up from her hotel in Waka City, she'd come out of the room half asleep. This was the day that I was to meet Amadeus Kirisu. Maho had gone over the basics of being a tester on the way here. Essentially, Amadeus needed sampled data for conversations, and they were going to give me an environment where I could talk to it at any time, 24 hours a day. I bet that's going to become like... Because look at our phone. There's a slot right there, that right in between the line and the settings, like for another app button. Like, that's probably going to go on our phone. She didn't give me any details beyond that, though. So I'll be able to talk to Amadeus Kirisu 24 hours a day, huh?
あいつはクリスのアマデウスはここにいるのか
ええ。
Maho nodded and gave me a glance.
あいつと呼んだわよね、今。
ああ
私が思っているよりもずっと親しかったのね、あなたたち。
Just because you use a gendered pronoun, that means you're a lot closer? That's weird. Maybe my silence was an answer in itself. Maho's response was uncharacteristically hesitant. We got another line message. This is from Luke. I guess they changed it from Rukiko in the fan translation to Lukiko in this, so I don't know which is the proper pronunciation. I guess we'll just go with this. He says, Okabe, may I have a moment of your time? We can reply, not today. I'm meeting someone right now. Is it important? We'll probably, is it important? And then, no, it's not that important. Can it wait then? All right, I'll contact you later. Sorry. No, please don't worry about it. All right. I guess that would make sense that he'd have those stickers.
だとしたら、会うのはやめた方がいいかもしれないわよ。
どうしてだ？
相手が親しい人であればあるほど、あのシステムは残酷だと思うから。
大丈夫だ。
わかった。もう言わない。その代わり、一つ覚えておいて。ロードする記憶は、クリスが最後に更新をした3月のデータをベースにしたものよ。だから3月以降、例えば、彼女が日本に留学していた時のことを聞いても、全く通じない。
That's right, isn't it?
それに、3月から今日までの間に、私や教授が何度も起動してしまっているから、その度にクリスは、アマデウスの方のクリスね。彼女は元のクリスとは違う記憶を蓄積しているわ。私たちが聞かせた話、ネットで検索した情報、新しく会話を交わした人たち、そういったものをね。
So similar yet different.
つまり、これから会うのは、あなたの友人だったマキセ・クリスではない、ということ。このシステムの問題点の一つなんだけれど、往々にしてこちら側、つまり人間の方が混乱してしまうのよ。
You know, us humans.
まるで
Not
本
AIs.
当のクリスと今この瞬間にチャットでもしているような錯覚に陥るから。
So don't get reality and fantasy mixed up, I guess.
共有できていない記憶の齟齬に関して、こちらの脳がついていけなくなってしまうのね。
Memories that aren't shared. Now there's a feeling I knew well. Reading Steiner. It was a power only I possessed, which made my memories different than those of the people around me.
案内してくれ。
Maho gave me a slight nod.
こっちよ。
She led me to the back of the room. There was a booth, separated by a thick partition. To get inside the booth, you needed a different card key than the one used to get into the room, as well as a security code.
厳重なんだな。
今の時代、産業スパイが一番恐ろしいの。
I mean, that's probably true. It just still sounds real goofy. She entered the security code and unlocked the door.
どうぞ。
The room was about 2.5 meters per side. At one end was a white desk, and above it was a PC with a built-in 30-inch screen monitor.
少しだけ後ろに座っていて。
Getting fancy with their monitors. There was a small sofa that let you sit behind the user and see what was happening on the screen. I sat there. Maho powered on the PC and began to type. A second later, the words Amadeus System appeared on screen, with a cool logo. I saw her put the ID in. Salieri? I don't know. Salieri and Amadeus, huh? We'll see if we can get it, like, to the internet. I just want to see if we can get, like, a proper pronunciation on that. So I'm not just, like, mispronouncing it every single time. Apparently, that is the last name of a composer. The more you know. Wikipedia's pronunciation things don't help at all. There we go. These are all just videos, which doesn't help. Salary? Salieri. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Come to think of it, in the famous movie Amadeus, there was a character who was spiteful and jealous of Mozart's incredible talents, but who in the bottom of his heart admired him more than anyone else? Same dude. That character's name was Salieri.
パスワードは見ないで。
Don't look at my password!